Well, at the moment, this is Jules Holland reporting for the Tube Special. Oh, how do? And we're at Terminal 2 of Heathrow International Airport, and we're going to be going off to some exotic place. I don't quite know exactly where we're going at the moment, but I could cheat and maybe give you a quick glimpse of things we're going to be doing. For instance, a ticket for Mr. Holland, please.
Pardon, monsieur, est-ce que je peux vous aider?
Exactly, one of the problems we'll be encountering. See some more of those normally unseen details connected with international jet travel, such as we use. For instance, we always sit at the back of the aircraft because you don't hear aeroplanes reversing into mountains. And also, for instance, I want to go to the Kazi, but I can't because we're in takeoff. Still, never mind, we'll be in Nice soon. Nice Coat International Airport. Well, for more of the ups and downs of our exciting journey, we've been in planes and probably helicopters. In fact, we still don't really know where we're going, what we're going to see, except you've probably gathered, being at Nice and Cannes, that this is in fact France, and we'll be discovering some fairly interesting things on our journey. Well, it's still a mystery tour, and as you can see, it's a pretty exciting one. We're up here in the old chopper at the moment, the big chopper, and my first time up in a helicopter, in fact, and let me tell you, there were some brown stones on the seat earlier, but we're coming into land now. At this, and it is, as you know, because I've told you this in the south of France, but I'm not going to give too much away. Here at this chateau with a lovely lake and swimming pool, and oh, we're down then. That was an exhilarating experience. It's just like being in Vietnam, I dare say. Oh. Okay. Merci. Merci. Well, we're going to have to bend down now because I might be getting decapitated by this thing. Oh, hang on, right. Hello, right then. And the cameraman has to bend down also. And we're now heaving in a rather exciting way. I think we're out the stop now. Maybe we'll just have a look at what we've been up in. It's pretty exciting. It's not the sort of thing you do normally on a Monday morning. But we don't care. We here at the Tube go for all that sort of exciting gubbins. Now, people in this chateau are people who a lot of young girls, a lot of fans throughout the world are going to want to see. I'm not still going to give away who they are, except, as I say, we are in the south of France. And I'm a person that says, after all, let's forgive and forget. You know, I'm saying let's forget about Napoleon and the Napoleonic Wars and Crécy. Let's forget about Agincourt. Let's forget the common market blockades and let's just say, all right, the French are okay. Now, I know we have had our differences, and a lot of English people would say the French natural enemies. There's a lot of English people who would have said when the Falklands crisis and conflict was on, they were down in Dover, because when all the troops were out, there was nobody defending the ports where the French would have come in. But I think, you know, time heals a lot of wounds, and I think in a lot of ways we and the French are very close. So, we'll overlook most of the French people here, I think, except maybe drink some of their wine and eat some of their cheese, grab hold of some of their girls. No, we won't do that. Here we are then at the chateau. And of course, observant people, and we know there are a lot of observant ones of you out there because you do write into us, and so there's obviously some literate ones out there too. We'll notice that out here, in front of this gorgeous ritzy chateau, where Tintin could be standing outside, there is of course a time-teased truck. But that's obvious. That would obviously be here because it would be impossible for me to get here without having all this ready, because you can't just, you know, walk into somewhere. So there's obviously films ready and waiting to be made. So it's got to be something pretty exciting. And in fact, lounging around, doing nothing while we've all been risking life and limb up in the helicopter are the crew. You see, this is how hard it is being on a television crew. Bearing in mind, you still don't know what we're coming to see, but it's fairly exciting. And it's obviously not that, because that's not very exciting, is it? But you can hear music now, and you can see a mobile recording studio. Some of you are saying to yourselves, it's... But I'm not going to tell you yet. There's a well over here. It's a very, very ritzy place indeed. A German car. I don't know what that signifies. So I think it's best we forget about the wall. Let's just forget about the wall. Well, all I say is let's go in. Into the chateau, the mysterious chateau, and we'll find out exactly who is staying here. Opening the door. Of course, flight cases rather give the game away that it is in fact a group staying here. A group that when you see them will have in fact needed no introduction whatsoever. A group probably bigger than any other group in the world at the moment. For the uninitiated, it's... But maybe it's a little unfair to give you such a brief glimpse, so maybe we should just take a moment and look back over what we've done. It's Duran Duran.
Well, we've playing tennis and swimming, been going out to Cannes, talking a bit of French, and we sort of rehearse, working on the soundtrack for Hammersmith, doing a bit of that.
Fairly easy time here, though, do you think?
Pardon?
Fairly easy time here.
It is fairly easy, yeah. It's a nice break, actually, from the hustle and bustle.
I get up and have a bath and a wee-wee, have lunch,
Play a bit of tennis, and then I wake up.
I think the main reason we came here was just to have a break, really, because we worked for 2.5 years quite hard. We really have. And so we thought we'd have sort of 6 weeks to sort of phase out, man.
We sometimes do a bit of rehearsing for the show we're doing in London when we go about The Lady Di. I'm really proud. I'm really quite chuffed about the whole thing. Mainly because I think the Royal Family's great. Well, they've got to be if they want us to bloody play in front of them.
Right, and as I said, there could be knighthoods involved.
Pardon?
Peerages and stuff like that involved.
Oh, I don't know about that. It's just fun. It's you know, just as I said, it's very flattering. It's nice to be asked to perform like that, rather than to have to set up your tour and to do it for money. You know, we're in it for the business. It's suddenly doing something, when you're asked to do something for nothing, it's actually a challenge, and it's, a shock. I don't know, it makes you feel quite sort of self-righteous. I don't want to get self-righteous about it, but it does actually, it touches you, I suppose. And it's for charity. And the fact that they want us to do it for them. That's really nice. Great. Take a chance.